Hello, I'm Tim, and welcome to Voyage of the Dawn Treader blog number 2. In this blog, I'm going to discuss a lot of the news that has come out the past few months. So, these videos can only be 10 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and get started right now. So, first thing, 2/3 of the movie is to be filmed in Mexico, in the exact soundstage, I believe, where they shot Titanic at. So, that's good news. I mean, that's great news. A lot of the stuff that will definitely be shot in Mexico will definitely be on the ship stuff. So, I mean, I'm not going to talk anymore on this specific matter, but, that's great that they actually are officially going to film now, so, alright. On to the second thing. Voyage of the Dawn Treader will likely be filmed in New Zealand. It's not official, but it will likely be filmed in New Zealand. And I'm happy about this. Because they shot Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. You know, Prince Caspian. They shot both films in New Zealand. And it seems like almost every fantasy film made today is shot in New Zealand. The Lord of the Rings. Bridge to Terabithia. Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Prince Caspian. Almost every fantasy film today, it seems to be shot in New Zealand. That deals with swords and that kind of stuff. So. But, I'm happy that they'll shoot in there, you know, in New Zealand. Likely, it's not official, but hopefully they do shoot in New Zealand. And I think a lot of the stuff that they'll shoot in New Zealand will be the stuff like the island stuff. You know, the Dark Island, Dragon Island, Lone Islands, all that stuff will be shot in New Zealand, so. Hopefully, since it's not official yet, but. Now I'm going to get into the 3 big things that I really want to talk about in this video. For one, Voyage of the Dawn Treader's got a new production designer, Barry Robinson. I don't like this change. I'm very upset about this because I thought Roger Ford did a great job with these sets on Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and Prince Caspian. You know, the White Witch's castle, that was a great set. It's not how I imagined it, obviously, because I imagined it to look like how it's pictured in the book. The picture in the book, that's how I always pictured the Witch's castle to look like. But I thought it was a real cool piece of design, and, you know, I thought the cinematography was alright, but I mean, it was a great set. It was my favorite set in Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And, you know, Prince Caspian, the sets were incredible. Aslan's house, by far my favorite set in the film. If you do not have the Prince Caspian visual companion, I definitely advise you to get it, because there's a section in here on the production design, and Roger Ford says that Mias's castle is the biggest set that he's ever constructed, and you can see there, I mean, it's a massive set. You know, it truly is a massive set. And, I mean, I definitely think this guy deserves an Oscar. Hopefully he gets nominated for an Oscar. You know, I think Barry Robinson, I don't know, I mean, he did Wedding Crashers and Fun with Dick and Jane. Those two aren't exactly epic fantasy films, but he did Hidalgo, and Hidalgo was a great film. I mean, I love that movie. And the production design of that movie's not bad, but I think that Barry Robinson's got he's got a lot of shoes to fill, I think. I mean, he's really got to do an amazing job in Voyage of the Dawn Treader. To me, I mean, Voyage of the Dawn Treader is my favorite book, and I want everything to be done right in this one. I don't want any changes or anything to the descriptions of the sets or anything, or I just hope that Barry Robinson does a good job. So, it's sad seeing Roger Ford leaving. By the way, Richard Taylor and Water Workshop are coming back to do the weapons and armor. That's a good thing. Howard Berger's coming back to do the makeup effects, which is another good thing, and Isis Masindan's coming back to do the costumes, which, that's great. It's just sad to see Roger Ford leave. Oh well. We'll just have to see what happens. Next thing. Stephen Knight will be joining the writing team for Dawn Treader. I believe the other 2 screenwriters from Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and Prince Caspian are going to write the Dawn Treader script, but Stephen Knight's going to be involved. And I thought the screenwriters on the first film did a fair job of adapting the book. I mean, obviously, I thought the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe script could have been written a lot better. I think they could have used a lot more lines from the book, because there wasn't many lines from the book in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the book, has a lot of very memorable lines, and I was kind of upset that they didn't use all those lines. And same thing with Prince Caspian. They used a lot more lines in Prince Caspian, though. So, I think they'll do a great job. Alright. Next theme, and this is the theme I really want to spend the rest of this video talking about. Voyage of the Dawn Treader's got a new composer. Which is David Arnold. I'm not happy with this at all. I'm absolutely against this. Because, you know, Harry Grinson Williams did such a great job with the score to Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and Prince Caspian. And it really sucks to see Harry Grinson Williams leave. He's one of my favorite composers, and that's all I listen to, is film scores. And it's really sad to see him leave. I mean, I've never seen Amazing Grace, and that's one film that David Arnold did, was Amazing Grace, which Michael directed, and Michael's directing Dawn Treader. So, I mean, they worked together before, so that's probably why David Arnold's scoring Dawn Treader. But, I think that David Arnold will still do a good job. It's just, I hope that he uses the themes from Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and Caspian. Like, I hope he uses the Pevensies theme. And I hope he uses Caspian's theme in the film, you know, and kind of evolve those themes in Voyage of the Dawn Treader instead of making up a bunch of new themes. But there's one thing, though, that I do have to talk about with Harry Grinson Williams, and I was kind of really upset about with the Prince Caspian score, was that Harry Grinson Williams didn't exactly write a Reepicheep theme. And Reepicheep being my favorite character in the film, I mean, in the books and film, I was hoping that Harry Grinson Williams would actually have a theme for Reepicheep that kind of develops through the movie. But there was a, you know, little trumpet thing, sneaky music, when Reepicheep and his mice are sneaking around in the night raid, which is my favorite part of the night raid scene, definitely. And where you first meet Reepicheep. But there's never an exact theme for Reepicheep. And I hope that David Arnold, since Reepicheep is the heart and soul of Voyage of the Dawn Treader, I hope that David Arnold actually comes up with a theme for Reepicheep that kind of starts when you first meet him and just grows until the final scene in the film with Reepicheep. So, I mean, I really hope that David Arnold writes a theme for Reepicheep. And I hope that David Arnold actually writes a theme for the ship. I hope David Arnold writes a theme for the Dawn Treader. Kind of like what James Horner did with Titanic. James Horner wrote a theme for Titanic, a theme for the ship at sea. And I hope that David Arnold does that for Dawn Treader. All in all, my thoughts on David Arnold are not good. I mean, he still may do a good job. It's just like Roger Ford. It's sad seeing Roger Ford leave. It's sad seeing Harry Grinson Williams leave. But I think the film will still be a great film. I mean, we got all the way up to May 7th. I mean, there's no big news out besides this, and this was posted months ago. But there's no news yet. Prince Caspian comes out on DVD and Blu-ray in December. No exact date in December, but it comes out in December. So, that's it for now. Until my next video. See you guys. Bye.